So I wanted to point this out. I don't know if any of it got on the stream. I did a Noogie Loves reference to test the microphone. Testing, Wham Bam Pow, Gooby Love, can you hear me now? Anyone who has watched my channel or read my letterbox knows why that's funny. And if you haven't, you don't. All right. Hello, everyone. Hi there. I just got a notification informing me that this video has gone live. So hello, everyone. It's me, Grant, the movie and TV guy, with
me, Ben.
Chubs.
Chubs.
The Chubster, making copies. So, we just saw a movie that was a hell of a lot better than the last movie we saw together.
Indeed.
And that movie was Renfield. Finally, we have it. It's finally time to review Renfield. It's been a while. I had to wait for this guy. Blame him.
Yeah, it came out on like Friday.
I know. They just assumed I'd see it on, I don't know. Some people assumed I'd see it on Thursday. I have no idea. So Renfield, let's just get the basics out of the way and then we'll shoot the shit. So Renfield is directed by Chris McKay, who previously directed the Lego Batman movie, The Tomorrow War, and like every episode of Robot Chicken. He was the perfect choice for this. So this movie is, would you say it's a direct sequel to 1931's Dracula? Because it kind of is. They kind of
I'd say so, yeah.
This is
Absolutely.
not a spoiler, by the way. They kind of established at the beginning of the movie that this is. They literally, I'll just say it because I think it's in one of the ads for it. They literally insert Nicholas Hoult and Nick Cage into the 1931 Dracula movie.
Mm-hmm.
And,
same score, same everything.
Yeah, same aspect ratio. So this also won't say this is a non-spoiler review because this isn't an Angry Grant show. I'll just say that right now. It's not an Angry Grant show. So, the premise of the movie is it's roughly 90 years after Dracula and Robert Montague Renfield, as he often says, meet each other. They're played by Nicolas Cage and Nicholas Hoult. And by meet each other, I mean he basically enslaves Renfield to do his bidding for promising him glory, but actually giving him a curse. And basically, he wants to get out of it. When we meet him, he's joining a support group called DRAG, which is for people in abusive relationship with narcissists. Very funny. And he basically is coming there to give them as offerings to Dracula, but very soon he's kind of like, maybe I need to get out of this shit. Maybe I need to get out of this relationship. And very soon he crosses paths with Aquafina, who is a cop hunting down a pretty dangerous drug lord who killed her father. And together with Renfield, they are going to save the day and kill them and maybe, I don't know, escape under the thumb of Dracula. Maybe even by very, very, very disturbingly bloody means, and let the mayhem and laughs begin. So Renfield is awesome. It's a lot.
Yeah, it was great.
It was really good, and it's not doing great critically, which is kind of amazing because it kind of delivered for me on what I wanted out of it. I feel like it's sort of like, what did I think I said this in my paint review where I said, I'm sorry, but the stick up my ass prevents me from liking this. But somehow it was Mario, where I said, sadly, the stick up my ass prevents me from liking a movie like this, apparently. And that's kind of the way, it's at 60, so it's just at fresh. Okay, I really liked Renfield a lot.
I liked it a lot.
It's flawed, but I think that what makes it work is, first off, it does not overstay its welcome. It is quick. I mean, that is the fastest 90 minutes I've had in a movie a long while. It's really well paced. It's funny throughout. I mean, they genuinely play with the mythology of vampires, including like the welcome mat gag. I love that a lot. Like with Dracula. And little things like that. Also, we have to give a shout out to the guy who does the makeup and the gore effects in this. Holy shit.
Absolutely.
At one point, literally, holy shit. Shit and blood. It's literally, I'm not going to say what happens, but yeah, there is a pretty gnarly freaking, you'll know when you see it toward the end.
It's kind of like the same aspect of like how when we saw Cocaine Bear,
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the people who were watching it were probably expecting the bear to get a lot of kills. But you know what? Now it's on fucking Peacock. I don't care.
Yeah,
Um,
everyone's seen it.
the most of the kills were from human to human. I mean, that
Yeah.
sheriff blasting that kid's head off with the gun, or the um,
It's just freak act. It's like Tucker and Dale versus Evil. I mean, that was a good example.
yeah, I think that we talked about that.
Yeah. But Dracula in this, let's talk about Nicolas Cage. Holy crap, that man is awesome. He's so good. He's so good. And like,
I really dropped the ball on not seeing The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
What? You haven't seen Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent?
I haven't seen it yet. I haven't gotten around to it.
That's a great
and I'm really glad I saw this one.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think the last Nick Cage movie I watched, like fully, I'm not counting Spider-Verse,
Okay.
him as like a lead character, was Ghost Rider.
The second one?
The first one.
Oh, shit. You didn't see Pig?
Which one?
You didn't see Pig?
I did not see Pig.
Pig was great. Pig was really good.
I also I could say Kick-Ass, but like again, not really a main character story.
I would say Kick-Ass because he's in the movie plenty. I mean, he's one of the main
characters. I'll say Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass is awesome, by the way.
Yeah, great. Absolutely.
Fuck you, Mr. Bite. I was talking about Kick-Ass earlier today. With someone. But this movie in particular, like Dracula. I should say this. I'm a massive Dracula nerd, and we're going to talk a little bit about that also when we get to trailer trash because pretty cool trailer we saw. But this movie it plays with the mythology in such a funny way, and it does an interesting. What up, Drew? What up? What up? For those watching, go subscribe to Drew. He's awesome. So this movie. Some have said that in the criticals they don't like the cop subplot. I didn't mind it. I thought it was fine.
I liked it. It wasn't like the worst thing in the world. It wasn't like Last Jedi, Casino Planet.
You're never gonna get over the Casino Planet, are you? Like,
I will not. I will never forgive. I will never forgive the man who directed this movie that's behind me for that planet.
And this is the same guy who put one of his next films on who topped his list of the best movies last year, Glass Onion.
Absolutely. That was the best movie, in my opinion, the best movie of 2022.
That Glass Onion was one of those movies I had to literally force myself to keep off. I don't know why, it just barely was under the water, but I loved Glass Onion. I've watched it since then. I've seen it like twice now, at least. But yeah, this movie, Nicholas Hoult is great, as always. Also, I like the cop subplot for one major reason. Shut the fuck up, Kyle!
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Kyle. No one liked Kyle.
Nobody likes Kyle. I just love that every character, Kyle says something that's kind of makes sense. They're like, shut the fuck up, Kyle!
Yeah, I agree entirely, yeah. Fuck you, Kyle. It's the South Park part of it. It's great.
Yeah. Thank you, cat. But like, you know what this movie is also similar to in a lot of ways, and I think slightly inferior to just a little bit. Have you guys seen the movie, or particularly watched the TV show version of What We Do in the Shadows? Because this was.
You know what? Yeah, I can understand that.
And Jackie Daytona, human bartender. This movie just reminds me a lot of that in the sense of the way they play with the familiar angle with Renfield, the way they play with the Dracula angle with Dracula. The other thing, though, is that Awkwafina is really good. And I think she plays this part. You could call this subplot underwritten, but the thing is that she doesn't act like it's underwritten. She gives her all to it. Mm-hmm. Also, I didn't even know he was in this movie. Ben Schwartz is almost out scenery choose Nicolas Cage at some parts, if that's even possible. Like, you turned to me at one point and you said, Sonic, no! And I turned to you and said, James Marsden fucked him up.
Yeah, I liked Ben Schwartz's character.
Yeah.
I wrote this in my letterbox review. I got a lot of John Ralphio vibes from Parks and Rec.
Dude, I'm so glad you brought that up because that guy, I gotta say, his role in the movie, he was the one.
I was gonna put that in my review too, but I'm like, nah, I can't. I can't.
Have you seen? I have to bring this up. I'm sorry, quick little sidebar, but we're used to that around here. Have you seen? I think it was on. Was it Kimmel? Where there was that conspiracy theory going around that he's the biological son of Steve Harrington from Stranger Things because of how similar they are, and they have them being interviewed, and they play catch, and he's like, "Oh my God, you're my father! Oh my God!" Then he goes, "You're literally 10 years older than him." He goes, "I love you, son." Playing catch, and they're like, "Oh my God, I love it." Yeah. Ben Schwartz, I really liked the use of old monster movie styles. Like, one element I really thought was cool is that when Dracula is low on energy, he looks more decrepit, like flesh is falling off of him, and he looks like really. And the makeup effects that's a perfect example of how good the makeup effects are, because you're like,
yeah, it's really nice.
I couldn't even tell it was Nicolas Cage. It was like, wait a minute, is that Dracula? I guess it's Dracula. But like, it's also just funny as a Nicolas Cage fan, which I know that you haven't seen a lot of his movies, because if you remember, this was Luke Ponto. If you're watching this, I know you remember. Gore Verbinski did a movie about 17 years ago called The Weatherman. Nicolas Cage played Nicholas Holt's father in that movie. So that's kind of funny when you think about their dynamic in this movie. That why did it make you glad? Sonic the Hedgehog was good. Especially the second one.
Yeah, dude, I haven't even seen the second one yet.
What?
It's on my Paramount. Need to watch.
Yeah. But yeah, I really love the gore. That apartment fight.
Insane. I kind of got some like Civil War apartment fight where Bucky's like escaping everyone. I kind of got that vibe from it, but I like that apartment fight way better. Way better.
Also, for those who've been watching my channel lately, Mafia Mama, this is how you blend dark bloody violence with comedy well. This is this one, where it flows. Dude, I'm just gonna have to say, I guess it's not really a spoiler. Minor little detail. He impales a guy with his own disembodied arm.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It reminds me of when he's doing did you see Everything Everywhere?
Not yet.
All at once? Okay. Spoiler alert, I guess. There's a fight scene where the villain beats a guy to death with 2 dildos. And yeah, best picture winner. Everything Everywhere All at Once is a guy getting beaten to death with a dildo. This movie, that's what it reminded me of with the hands. Like the way it was staged and just the weird viscerality of it. It was like, damn. I loved the look of it. I love the look of their like little like dungeon, sort of almost like sewer lair that they have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The setting of a lot of the film. Also, I was really glad it wasn't in like New York or a California major city. It was in New Orleans. I'm like, all right, yeah.
Well, and they even pay homage to like the Mardi Gras sort of thing in the end credits when I guess we're going to talk more about. They have a dance sequence as part of the little clips they have of him dancing in the street, like in New Orleans, and that's really cool. But all the emotions. I think the one missed opportunity they really had was putting the vintage Universal logo in front of this movie. I feel like it would have fit really well.
Kind of like how when Todd Phillips did 2019 Joker, the old logo.
Yeah, exactly. Well, because especially since one of the first things we see really is that footage, I thought that that would have been a cool. and there's a whole motif of the 19th, all the way down to like the title art at the end. It's like the 30s. It's the same color scheme as the Dracula logo from that original movie. So I just thought it would be interesting to do that with it. And that leads me to my minor flaw with this movie. I do feel like, spoiler alert real quick, I'm not going to give it my full salute. The reason I'm going to say this is because there were times where I feel like, maybe it's because it was short, but there were times I felt like they didn't fully explore certain things that I would have liked them to explore more. Like Cocaine Bear was short, but it found a way to really explore the concept of Cocaine Bear. This one didn't quite go that way to it, where I was literally levitating out of the theater, which I kind of felt like I was with Cocaine Bear. This one was more like, yeah, that was awesome. And then I went home. It was like that kind of, it didn't quite elevate to that extra level of B-movie for me, but
right.
I still really liked it, and honestly, I'm kind of done with the review. Like, what else is there to say? Do you have anything else you want to say?
Nothing, but I'm just ready for trailer trash.
Ready for trailer? Okay, do you want to score it, or do we have the same score? I think we do.
I gave it 4.5.
Same. 4.5 out of 5 stars, everybody. Couldn't go all the way, but I could go pretty far. In case also, for those wondering what that means, see the movie Hairspray, and you'll know what that means. There's a line in the song where Tracy Edna Turnblad talks about how going out with Zac Efron's character and says, I won't go all the way, but hell, I'll go pretty far. In relation to that. Ask your parents, kids. So anyway, 4.5 out of 5 stars for Renfield. Let's close the book on it. Let's talk some trailer trash. Ben, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go. All right. Let me get to the right one here. Right one, yeah. I just realized this. We've gone 17 minutes without making a single South Park joke. Oh, wait. No, we didn't make it. Never mind.
We did with the Kyle.
Yeah,
Kyle.
I can't believe you didn't get the Russell Crowe fighting demons around the world in joke.
I'm sorry. I should be better next time. You're right.
All right, so this one you walked in a little late for, but I saw it. Hypnotic. This is the new film from Robert Rodriguez. It has Affleck in it. I'll see it. It looks kind of interesting.
I'd be interested in seeing it.
Nah, I can't quite gather what the plot is. It almost seems like Robert Rodriguez doing like an Inception type of movie, kind of.
Right.
Which I'm totally on board with. It looks like fun. The Machine, the Red Band trailer, we talked about it. That looks. I just the scene with Mark Hamill going, "Yay, more drugs!"
Yeah.
Just the fact that they got him at all to do this movie is just amazing.
Absolutely.
Asteroid City.
I'm ready for it.
This movie, it's Wes Anderson doing an alien invasion movie. It's as cool as that's gonna sound for a Letterboxd nerd like me. It's one of 2 movies he's doing this year, by the way.
Yeah, I'm ready for Asteroid City. I like his directing style. We talked about him in a movie class I took here at SAUE.
Mm-hmm. Wait, did you have Jim Price?
I had.
Oh wait, no, that was Lewis and Clark. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, I had John Pendergast and Tom. What's Tom's last name? Holy shit. Atwood. Yeah.
Atwood. Okay. What did you study? Did you study?
So we watched different movies in different aspects. So like we watched Coen Brothers. It had No Country for Old Men. We watched that one.
Great movie.
Isle of Dogs for animation unit.
Yay.
For women directors, we watched The Hurt Locker.
Nice.
We watched like some Buster Keaton, Charlie Chaplin movies.
Always good.
Casablanca. What's up?
Did you watch Modern Times? That's one of my favorite movies. Mm-hmm. It's a great movie.
Watched a lot of stuff. And then the end of the year, a big assignment was to write a paper on what we thought was the best movie.
Which was yours?
All time. Baby Driver.
Really? Your best movie of all time? I love that movie. No shame in that. I own that movie. I don't have it with me, but I own it. I own all the Edgar Wright movies, even the Sparks Brothers. So yeah, Asteroid City looks good, and then also, like I mentioned before, on Netflix. If you guys have Netflix, this fall he's doing The Wonderful World of Henry Sugar, which is a big one because it's his return to the world of Roald Dahl after Fantastic Mr. Fox. So that's a big movie. Yeah, it looks like fun. My wife is in it, so I'm gonna have to see it. Sweet Margot is in it. The Boogeyman. I had not seen this trailer before. It looks okay. It looks fine. It looks like Bye Bye Man. It just looks like one of those movies. It looks like it's slightly better made. Well, let's be real. Nothing is as gloriously bad as the Bye Bye Man. That movie is solid gold crap. But I don't know. That looks fine, I guess. Kind of creepy. All I could focus on during that whole trailer is, when the hell did they make stuffed animals that also were nightlights? I could have used that as a kid.
That's like a recent thing, but also I think it's like a safety hazard because,
Yeah.
Fire.
Now, speaking of movies I actually do want to see that I hadn't seen the trailer for, Fool's Paradise, I believe that's what it was called, the new Charlie
Loved
Day
it.
movie.
I will definitely see it.
You know what I like about it? You mentioned Buster Keaton. It looks like he's playing sort of a Buster Keaton type role, or like a Charlie Chaplin. I also love that the name that they think he is like, what was it, like Latte Pronto or something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it looks like fun. Good cast. Malkovich is in there. Charlie Day, of course. I love Charlie Day.
I love Charlie Day.
He's an acquired taste. I know that people really don't like him. I love Charlie. I love It's Always Sunny, so I just love Charlie.
I love It's Always Sunny.
Like I said, when I was watching Mario, all I could hear was Pepe Sylvia. There's not a single goddamn person named Pepe Sylvia. Transformers: Rise of the Beast. I really hope it's good because Bumblebee.
I love Transformers.
Even the number 4. Number 4 was awful. That was hell for me.
I watched it. I did watch it. I will admit it. And that's it.
Everybody watched it.
I watched it.
I actually don't hate Last Night as much as some people did. I think it's okay.
I did not watch Last Night.
Okay.
Because it just didn't really appeal to me.
You didn't get to see the glory of Anthony Hopkins calling Mark Wahlberg dude. That was the reason I liked it more than others. But Bumblebee was actually really good, so I'm legitimately...
Bumblebee was good.
Also, I really like Anthony Ramos. He's a good actor. So yeah, that should be really good. Fast X, it was like the freaking like YouTube teaser again for Fast X.
Yeah, which I'm glad. I'm tired of hearing Jason Momoa go boom. Oh my lord.
Jason Momoa looks like he just stepped off in that trailer. I love Jason Momoa. He looks like he just stepped off like the Margaritaville cruise line or something. Like, he looks ridiculous with that hair. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna be real about it. I'm gonna be kind of a bitch about it because it's really irritating.
Well, because the reason he has that kind of hair is because it ties into the Fast Five. Well, yeah, he was the guy. Yeah, they fucked him over, and that's why he's getting revenge.
Yeah, it's, I'm looking forward to it. I love these movies. I can't help it. They're a guilty pleasure, I guess, but I like them. Now, speaking of movies, you and I are seeing this one, Strays, the Red Band trailer. We have to see that too. Good Boys with Dogs. Good Boy Homeward Bound.
It's going to be really hard for me to have something that, like, topped Good Boys. Like,
Good Boys is
Superbad, loved it. Good Boys was slightly higher than Superbad.
Anal beads, what are those? Like, they stand for nunchucks, motherfucker. These smell like shit.
They smell like shit.
I love Good Boys. They do Rock of Ages for the middle school play, and he's like snorting pixies.
Yeah, he's fucking snorting cocaine. Oh my lord.
Freaking love that movie. Anyway, and then that leads us to our final trailer. But yeah, Strays looks hilarious. I'm sorry, that just, I know that it's cheap and easy, but I'm sorry. First off, the fact that the whole plot is this dog is trying to bite off MacGruber's dick. That's the plot of this movie. And then on top of that, the gag where they're humping the lawn ornaments, and he's like, He's like,
Hi, I'm your father.
Who's your daddy? I'm your father. It's weird we're meeting like this under these circumstances. I was like, damn, dude. Yeah, it looks like fun. And then that leads us to our Dracula movie. I'm glad that we get 2 Dracula movies this year.
Yes.
And they also have a little homage to this section in the story, The Last Voyage of the Demeter. So this is, for those who don't know, who have not read Bram Stoker's Dracula, it's brief in the movie. They kind of sort of glaze over it. There's an entire section of Bram Stoker's Dracula called Captain's Log that basically talks about the final correspondence before Dracula basically wastes the crew of this ship. That's this movie. It's an adaptation of that section of the novel Dracula, basically. I'm looking forward to it. It looks like fun. It looks like a good... It's coming out in August, I think.
Yeah, August.
Looks like fun. Like
the only movie I'm waiting for in August is Ninja Turtles.
I can't wait for Ninja Turtles. I don't care what people... I like the art style in it. I think it looks cool. Seth Rogen will do it justice. He's good. Also, I'm looking forward to Barbie, but I think that's July.
That's July. Same day as Oppenheimer.
To quote Chris Evans and Scott Pilgrim, haha, that looks actually hilarious. By the way, for those who don't know, the Scott Pilgrim anime that's going to be on Netflix is going to be voiced by the entire original cast of the movie.
I saw that. I'm really happy about that.
Awesome. And then was there Sharma? Yes, there were some little scenes, cute little thing. After the credits, there was a little bit. Not anything plot related, but just really fun, and it kind of fit the motif. And also, it's short; you're already there. But then again, though, I feel like we were safe staying in that theater because, yeah, we just kind of tornado just kind of passed over us.
Yep.
That's why we're a little late getting this going. But yeah, that's kind of it. We're done. We did this in less than a half an hour, Ben. We should be
This is
proud
our
of
shortest one so far.
By far. Well, my shortest stream was like 17 minutes when it was just me, but that was for, on a wing and a prayer, was it? I think it was on a wing and a prayer. Anyway, yeah, you notice that no one is coming after me for that one. Anyway, sorry. So, coming up for me on my end, like, you have your stuff coming up, you're on Twitch and whatnot, right? Like, that's the best way people can find
I haven't touched my Twitch stream in a while. I need to get back on that. I bought this mic for my Twitch streams.
Nice. Hopefully, maybe this guy will review Evil Dead Rise with me next week. Who knows?
I should be able to. Should be.
All right. So, coming up on my end, I'm seeing Nefarious on Monday, which, for those who don't know, because I didn't know until recently, Glenn Beck is one of the head people in it as himself. It is a prequel movie to a series of books by a guy who is notoriously anti-gay and anti-trans, and the movie's plot is the movie is written and directed by the creators of God's Not Dead and Unplanned. For those who haven't seen Unplanned, because I have, unfortunately, that is the movie where, spoiler alert, it's a true story where allegedly the My Pillow guy single-handedly ended Planned Parenthood. The makers of that movie made a horror film, folks. It's going to be wild and probably horribly offensive awfulness. So we'll have that on Monday. And then Wednesday, a movie I actually want to see, Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. Early screening, early review for that, unless they embargo me, unless someone comes on screen and says, hey, don't do it on social, don't do it on whatever yet. But if not, if they say I can do it, or they just don't tell me not to, we get an early review of Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. So, that's coming up. And I gotta go watch my wife host SNL now. So, yeah. Oh, come on! What is with all the Ana de Armas haters that I have on these streams?
It's not I'm a hater. I loved her in the menu. I loved her as Princess Peach. It's just the fact that you call her your wife.
Excuse me. That's not Ana de Armas. That's Anya Taylor-Joy. She's my mistress.
Oh.
She's one of my sister wives, but she's not my main wife.
I can't remember.
I
know the name.
Blonde, Blade Runner 2049, Knives Out, the first one. She's Marta.
Okay, yeah.
She is gorgeous. Anyway, so we will have all those coming up. That'll all be next time. And until next time, I'm Greg, the Movie and TV Guy. Like, subscribe. Subscribe to this guy on Twitch and on YouTube. Link is in the description for his YouTube channel. all that happy little shit. Do all that shit, and until we meet again. I'm Grant, the movie and TV guy. I see it all, and I'm happy to share it with you.
I'm Ben. I'll see it with Grant.
He'll suffer through Shazam: Fury of the Gods and keep me in check.
I have that poster in the corner.
This is the guy who gave me the fall poster as a birthday present. But
I did.
The car poster, which
so it was a mix of birthday and Christmas, and I had Tar on the outside, but on the inside of that was fall.
So this guy, and for those who don't know, I kind of blame you for my nickname, which is apparently the Fall Guy. People go, "Hey, you're the Fall Guy," because you and Chucklefucks McGee began some kind of campaign to every single top comment on every stream of every bad movie or every video of every bad movies. Well, was it worse than Fall?
It's an actual question. Is it worse than Fall? And now this year it'll be: was it worse than Shazam, or was it worse than?
No. This year it'll be: can anything be worse than Spinning Gold? Will be the.
Okay.
Yeah, because I feel like Nefarious could maybe top it because it. Yeah, maybe. I mean, who knows? I've seen their other work is horrible. Anyway, yeah, that'll. So until we meet again. Take care of your mental health. Take care of yourselves. And I also wanted to know, what did you think of Renfield? Did you like the movie? Hate the movie? Think my opinion's good? Or this guy's opinion's good? Do you think we're full of shit? Comment below. Let me know. Until we meet again, we were all raised on popcorn. Make mine with extra butter. And there's Ben. And good night, everyone. I gotta go watch my wife kill it on Saturday Night Live. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
See you, Ben. Bye.